This is the Advocacy Podcast.
Speak up, don't you shut up. He's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Brother, speak up, don't you shut up. He's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Cause I'm an advocate for real. I say advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more. Oh, advocate for you. Advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more.
You get a voice, you're supposed to speak. Cause the matter for ground, yeah. I'm gonna say you the dream, so you're not fit to change my job. But little drops of water makes the notion.
Speak up, don't you shut up. It's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Speak up, don't you shut up. It's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Cause I'm an advocate for real. I say advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more. Advocates for real. Advocates I stand. Advocates for life until the day I be no more.
Hey, articulate, when we make noise, they try to choke us, but we raise our voices. So shout it out for a new Nigeria. Soro soke louder and win this together. Hey, plenty kata kata. I go tremendous suffer. Hey, but I know there is now we go rise together. Sit there on the throne is a motherland. You can never hold us back, and we never stand down. Word.
All the things we don't want,
he must change.
all the yama things,
He must change.
all the things we don't want,
He must change. He must change. He must change.
Bad governance and
He must change.
youth profiling,
He must change.
gender-based violence,
He must change. He must change. He must change.
Religious wahala.
He must change.
Tribalism.
He must change.
Insecurity.
He must change. He must change. He must change.
Corrupt system.
He must change.
Bad education.
He must change.
Hey, 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 hey.
He must change. He must change. He must change. Oh, not to show.
it's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Brother, speak up, don't you shut up. It's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Cause I'm an advocate for life.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Owensor. I am a street project ambassador. I am also an artist. I'm a dancer. I'm a content creator, content writer. I love making friends too, so hopefully I'll make a lot of friends on this podcast. I am also an advocate. And right here with me in the studio is my friend, my Oga. I call him my Oga. This guy is one of the best brains in the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce someone really important in the entire Nigerian system. I mean, when this guy starts talking, you will know that Nigeria is about to shake. So, my Oga, please, the floor is yours. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hi guys, my name is Olaniyan Michael Damilola, and you can call me OMD Global if that one is safer by you. I am a creative content creator. I am a creative writer. I am a poet. I'm a spoken word artist. And again, I am SPF ambassador. So, and what we do is to advocate for social justice in our community. And thank you very much for having me today.
Wonderful, wonderful. I tell you, I say this man has so many things. Well, you guys are in for a ride, in for an exciting time. You want to talk about something really, really important, you know, considering us and affecting us as youths in this country that we call Nigeria. And that is about the electoral system, the electoral process. Generally, it's all about the young people in Nigeria and the upcoming elections in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a really important matter because personally, it vexes me. I go on Twitter every day reading a whole lot of stuff about what people are saying about the current election. So, first of all, to start off, Michael, sir, please, I beg, could you tell us a little bit about what is going on in this country? Just help us analyze this situation that we are in, this current situation, considering the elections and things that are happening in this country. Please help us analyze this.
Anyway, when it comes to issue of election in Nigeria, so this situation that we find ourselves in this country, anytime I remember, I find myself crying within myself. Not as a writer, but as a good citizen of this country. Number one, if you look at the elections we have been having in Nigeria, lead to like the fractional part of the young people participate in these elections.
That's true.
And at the end of the day, it is this young set of people that we come out and say, this one is bad, this one is bad. So if you look at the statistics of what has been happening in this country, we realize that as statistics have proven that we have the least participation in the election. I mean the younger generation.
Wow.
So and we have the power to change this country. So in the history of election in Nigeria, young people have been failing. I have to use that word. Young people have been failing. They are not coming out to vote.
That's a strong word.
They're not coming out to vote. And at the end of the day, if you don't vote, you don't have right to complain in this country. And that's why we find ourselves in this mess. Bad governance, insecurity, and all that. Also, just call off a 8-month-old strike. It's frustrating.
Actually, it is. This is a very, 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 at times I even call it a tense situation because it can make someone to just misbehave. I remember there was a time when someone was campaigning for a particular, I won't call names now, maybe personal go vex, a particular presidential candidate, and a member of the opposition party just came and they started harassing the person. This is how tense the situation is right now in Nigeria, especially as youths. Because the thing is this, if a president enters that seat, any person entering Aso Rock right now is not staying there for 4 years. He's not staying there for 4 years.
Exactly.
He's staying there for 8 years.
8 years.
If you are 21, you'll be 29 when the person is out. If you are 30, you'll be 38, nearing 40.
Exactly.
If you are 40, you'll be 48. Now imagine wasting 8 years on nothing. The country is not moving forward. There is no. I remember there was an interview with a particular person on a particular TV station. This man is 40 years old, earning 30,000 per month because there is no job. Imagine that. In a country like this, imagine that.
That's the current situation.
It's a very tough situation, to be honest. Now, I want to give you guys just a little statistics. Like my brother said, do you know that this country is made up of over 2 million people? And the youths make up over 64% of this number. At times, we feel like, say, we know Sabi who we be. Imagine the answers now.
Seriously.
Imagine the answers. Brother Abeg, could you enlighten us more about how the youths, will let's say make a noise or do something that will cause, even if it's a minor change, but something substantial. Okay, well, I called it a minor change. I beg. If as a matter of fact, I stand to be corrected. A major change. Sorry, say how they shout, I beg. If you vex, no vex. So please, Michael, just help us, give us a further analysis on what's in the stuff for this country, I beg.
Yeah, anyway, what I want us to start from one aspect. Now,
okay.
Let's take NSAS for an example now. When you look at NSAS is a coordinated voices. Like articulated voices. That it was a force for the government to feel it, that we have some set of youth in this country that they want change, they demand change, they are calling for change. So now that same attitude, that same force, that same ability that makes us to come out and shout and call for good governance, that we hate this and this is what we want. If that same energy can be channeled to this forthcoming election 2023, we can make a positive change.
Yes, sir.
We can make an effective, positive change in this country.
Sir.
So, are we not tired as youth? Good meaning people, they are behind the bars. And people that are killing people, they are working with immunity. Is that not a failed government?
It's a failed government, sir.
So, we need to rise to the occasion and do something positive. We can do it with the kind of larger number we have as youth.
Absolutely.
That is already giving us that number that we have is our power.
Exactly.
That number that we have that is our backbone. If we can use it, the government too, they will realize that we have we have buoyant and effective youth that can make impact in this country.
Yes.
That's my concern. We can change the current situation in this country with our voice.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I mean, when I don't hear from my Oga's mouth, in fact, you've heard it from the horse's mouth himself. If we make coordinated noise, things will... Imagine NSAS. The government heard our voice because there was coordinated noise. So we need to rise up. Once... The thing is this. There is something happening with most of us, which is called silence. And let me put it this way: it is also called voter apathy.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you believe that your vote will not count, where you believe that corruption cannot be rooted out of this country,
exactly,
even out of the electoral process. Imagine election is going on, and then you act like, no, I'm not going to vote. Why? Because you feel like your vote will not count. Let me create this scenario and come back to what I'm talking about. Now, imagine a whole lot of people are trying to be tribalistic about these electoral processes and the things that are happening. Some people say, okay, we want an Igbo president. Some people say, we want a Yoruba president. Some people say, we want an Hausa president. But ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people feel like once this gets tribalistic, then it should be tribalistic. We should allow people to be tribalistic. But no. Imagine I'm sitting right here with someone who's a Yoruba person. And I personally am from the Igbo tribe. And then we can come together to agree about something. Why can't Nigeria be like that? Now, finally, I just said finally as if say we did come out from here. We did tell us we have plenty to tell you people. Now, let me go back to what I was talking about before. Now, there is something that happens. There's something that happens, when we decide not to talk. And there's also something that affects the youths when these corrupt people decide to take over the seats, especially the seats of leadership by force, by all means. Now, there are things that happen. For example, if a governor or a president decides to use thugs in order to force people, let me repeat that, in order to force people to turn the direction or to turn the direction of voters in his favor with the use of thugs, you will see that a whole lot of things will go wrong. Sir Michael, please, can you talk about this? Because this is a very serious matter. You see a lot of crime happening because of the use of thugs. And these thugs are youths. So please, Michael, could you talk more on this, please?
Anyway, thank you very much for raising that good point. So before I come back to that, the later part of the conversation,
right?
You made mention of voter apathy, youths believing that their vote doesn't count. You see, that is a wrong insinuation. That is what we've been made to believe, that our vote doesn't count. Let me tell you categorically now that our vote make a difference.
Absolutely,
we can make a difference by our vote. Now we complain that we have bad government, we have this, we have that. But in actual sense, responsible citizens like you and me who refuse to vote them there. By way of refusing to vote, we've given them chance to occupy that seat.
That's true.
But if we
This is a point.
we come out of our shell,
This is a point. Yeah.
and we review that belief system, and we correct that belief system, and we realize that our vote can make a huge difference. We can come out in our numbers and encourage other youth that are believing same to come out on the election day and change this situation. So and coming back to the last aspect,
Right.
and politicians they've seized that opportunity that they know that we've made them to believe that their vote doesn't count, and that is when they will now recruit some other good meaning youth as thugs.
Yes,
So at the end of the day, they will use this thug as for their purposes. And at the end of the election, let's say they won the election, God forbid, this 2023. Anyway, so they win.
God forbid is resounding, bro.
God forbid. So let's assume that they won the election by their own tactics.
Yeah.
So the same youth, they turn to thugs.
Yeah.
They will abandon them.
Absolutely.
And this youth, at the end of the day, they will turn to threats and menace in the society. You understand? So they've rendered them useless. So they
That's
believe
a strong one. That's a strong one. Yeah.
They've rendered them useless.
Completely useless.
So they believe
actually.
thuggery is what they can adopt as a professional in quote. Professional occupation. You understand?
That's a strong one. Professional. Do you know that there are people that feel like armed robbery and kidnapping is like their only source of income?
And sorry to cut you short.
Yeah, sure.
Some youth now they've monetized thuggery in the sense that in fact they have some people that were looking at like someone make it through thuggery. You understand? So and many people through this means they are joining that bad wagon.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
If we can, with our voice, we can come out, we can change them, we can bring them back.
Yeah.
We can do something positive with our vote.
Yes, sir.
Our vote count, I'm telling us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now this is the truth, guys. This is the complete truth. If you decide to sell your future because you want to collect small money, Oga, you are in for a big trouble. If you decide to collect I forgot. Or you want to eat, you want to be amazed. If you want to be amazed, bro, it's better, because the truth is this. Now, let me give you guys something. Let me be completely unbiased right now. There was a time when I wasn't fully interested in the elections. I was like, what is going on? Is it not the normal people that will win? But then I started thinking, because there are people like, I know that there are people like me who don't even care about waiting this up for Niger. But then I decided, you know what, I'm going to make my own study. So this is one of the things I'm encouraging us to do right now. Make your own study. Find out about these people. Check their track records. Check what they've done in the past. And that will help you choose the right candidate, so that even if the person is okay, for example, you know that time when we were in JS2 now, Mike, you remember now, that time when we were in secondary school, that time when they were electing class prefects.
Yeah.
And now bring out one person, bring out the second person, you now be like, you know what, I prefer this person because of the things that you will gain.
Exactly.
And then the person now takes the seat, and then your name is the first name as the name of noisemakers. How would you feel? And then it's not just for one session. No, the person is there for 8 sessions, and the person is bringing out your name as the name of noise. How would you feel? So this is don't just see it as a chance for you to gain. See it as a chance to, because you know that Nigeria in general will be a better place.
We will be going on a short break, and when we're back, we'll continue with the topic for the day.
Hey, one time. I want to drop by. Hey.
Hey yo, Treasy made it.
Hey, check. Yeah. I want to drop by. I want to drop by. I want to drop by. I want to Japanese. I want to drop by. I want to drop by. I want to drop by. I will let you, okay, hey check. Right in this country's a whole lot of drama. 50k no they do me brother supper. Tryna be real but the country no send me. 140k ask with the envy, yeah. What is up, what is up? Hey, they killing for nothing. Our rulers don't wanna do something. Wet out your PVC, I want to drop out. Play make a hammer, tired of the drama. One chill in the summer, shooting my shot. Mohammed Salah, but before I do, I spit in their faces. I want to drop out. I want to drop out. I want to drop out. I want to Japanese. I want to drop out. I want to drop out. I want to drop out. I want to Japanese. I want to drop out. Yeah, yeah. I want to drop out. Yeah, yeah. I want to drop out. Yeah, yeah. I want to Japanese. I want to drop out.
My tires are drifting. All the shooting. No fit to impede it. History cannot delete it. Jiu-jitsu on this. I'm going Japanese. Ouchi, ouchi. Ching, ching, Paola.
It's real, dude. It's real. Get out of my way, get out of my lane. Never looking like me like the boy the craze. I'm gonna jump on the plane. Yeah, I don't get time for eloquence. You with the evidence. The always a pass away, you be the president. And we be president. Yeah, I don't get time for eloquence. You with the evidence. The always a pass away, you be the president. And we be president. Check, check, Hey, yeah, NBC. One time. Yeah. I've been toxic, I don't want to drop a shot, but right now I'm serious. Now what I want to do right now, man? Go get your PVC. Yeah, I said it. After that, we'll feature part together.
Welcome back from that musical short break.
We want to talk about something right now. We want to, give you practical solutions to this problem, because it's not just about telling you know what is going on, or do this one, do that one. We want to tell you, we want to bring it down to our level where you can easily say, okay, I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to start doing that, I'm going to start doing these particular things at these particular times. So Mr. Michael, I want you to please, could you tell the Nigerian youths about things that they can do in order to even be more aware and more participatory in what is happening in the country?
Anyway, thank you once again. The first thing I want youths like myself out there to know is that our vote, number one, it counts.
Yes, sir.
And number two, I want us to take responsibility. It's not enough for us to go and register as eligible voters. So we've registered, let's go and obtain our card.
Yes,
our
sir.
voters card.
Yes,
That's
sir.
one of the first responsibility, is that let's believe that our vote counts. Number two, let's go back to INEC and collect our voters card.
Very important.
And get it ready.
Very important.
And we want to make this announcement right here.
Okay.
Like collection of PVC right now has commenced. Please,
okay.
let's head to our various local government. Let's go and collect our PVC and get it ready.
Very important. Very important.
So anyway, the first advice, the first solution that I will say here is, please, let's be responsible citizen. Let's remove this voter apathy. Let's
Very
believe that
important.
our vote count, our voice can be heard. We can do this with our coordinated voices, please. And secondly, we've registered. That is fine, but that is not enough. Let's go back to our various local governments. Let's collect our PVCs. Let it get ready for 2023 elections.
Very important, man. Very important. See, the thing is this. Let me tell you guys something. If you don't vote, you don't have any right to complain about the people that actually finally takes the seat of leadership. Yeah. You don't have any right if you don't vote. Because if you actually do, these things work by percentages, guys. This thing works by percentages. It's not about just sitting in your house. Because when Obi decides to join hand with Ada, decides to join hand with Tunde, decides to join hand with Kunle, you will see that there will be a coordinated voice is not just like what we are seeing on Twitter or rallies and all that.
Yes.
Coordinated voice also happens on the voter election day.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
If you come out and vote, your number will see 0.001% is still a number. 0.01 is still a number. Now let me ginger you people small. Somebody, I don't want to call names, stole 80 billion naira from Federal Reserve.
How is that possible? In a country?
In a country, bro, with EFCC, ICPC, NAFD, everything. I can't even mention all the institutions that we have that checkmate, that are supposed to, in quote, checkmate these things. You now see another person that stole, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this loud, 400 billion. I don't know whether to call them naira or dollars, but still the money they big. 400. And these people are still walking around as citizens of Nigeria. Nobody is touching them. We need this to stop. How is it that people are dying on the roads? Now, let me give you, because at times when you're trying to create a change, you have to see a scenario where things are better and then compare it to your own scenario. Now, watch other countries. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't corruption going on there. Yes, people, as far as people have brains, there will surely be bad people there. But then they have a strong system that checkmates these things. There was somebody in Singapore, a friend of mine said, he traveled there, he said that you can drop your laptop on the streets of Singapore. Somebody will pick it up and report it to the police. Why? Because everyone is at least to some extent successful. Everyone, at least to some extent, the system is moving fine. At least to some extent, something is happening. The leadership is taking. Imagine something happened in Nigeria, people died, and there was no response even after some days. Nobody did anything. No response to the bad things that happened. No response to corruption. No response to killings. No response to, okay, let me even come to the one that is facing all of us, terrorism. The Nigerian army has done so many things. If I praise them every day. But then, this terrorism is still an issue in this country. We need responsiveness. Imagine somebody decides to attack America today. Do you think they will survive? Because they have a strong system. This from the top. So let us encourage our army that are over there killing them, dying for the country, when there are people upstairs that are not even supporting them.
Nigerians, dear Nigerian youth, when that time comes to cast your vote, remember the pain and sadness from October 2020. Remember the lack of enabling environment for you to succeed as a citizen. By then, no one will need to tell you who to vote for. That is when you realize that you need to vote wisely. And please, fourth batch of collection is in progress. All PVC registered from June 2021 to January 5th, 2022 are ready for collection. Please visit your INEC local government office to go and collect it. And the second batch will start by October. That means all PVC registered from January 16th to June 30th, 2022 will be ready for collection by October. And the third batch will happen by November. Please, all PVC registered from July 2022 will be ready for collection in November. So in all these days, please, let's take full responsibility. Let's go out there and collect our PVC and get it ready for 2023 election. So it will not happen twice. If any candidates emerge now, they are spending 8 years, guys. They are spending 8 years. And the consequences of staying at home on election day would be profoundly dangerous to our democracy. That is when we need to rise and do something. Please take responsibility, and may God bless the Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful statement there. I hope you guys listened to everything that has been said and all the dates too, because it is important to note these dates so that you can at least be a part of the change in Nigeria. I remember there was a time they talked about change and they forgot about the change and changed everything. Change the entire country. Omo, imagine bag of rice. I don't even want to mention the price because most of you go just stone me by now. And I go even think saying me vote the current president in. Make a no call name, they no come arrest me. If they no come arrest me, bro. Things they happen, man. Things they happen. So guys, it is important that we take full responsibility. It's called responsibility.
Exactly.
The first word is response. Respond to what is going on in your country. Respond to the bad things that you see, and collect your PVC. And not just to collect your PVC, come out
and vote.
Exactly, bro.
And vote.
Come out, and you see that thumb that you will use and type all the things that are happening in the country. Bring out that thumb and place it on the particular candidate that you want. On a final note, I wanted to throw this question to my fellow advocates. So if you were to choose between the three candidates now, I wanted to actually ask you, who will you pick? But no, I'll take that question will be the last question. But if you want to know who will be your favorite candidate, what are the things that you will check, or the things that you will research or find out or discover in order to know who your favorite candidate will be?
Anyway, thank you very much. That question is a big one, but I would like to say that we have more than 3 candidates. So we still have many of them.
Absolutely.
So let me start by saying that let's forget what the delegate did. Let's forget about all what the delegate did. Now let's go out there as a sincere electorate to rewrite the course of history.
Yes,
now,
sir.
how will you feel when you read in the upcoming news after the election, and the caption is "The electorate did well"? So that's what I'm saying. So if, let's say, one of our media house or our broadcasting house said, and the electorate did well. So let's go out there and make it happen. And one of those characteristics, if I'm to choose a leader, number 1 is competence.
That's true.
Number 2, their sincerity. Number 2, their credibility. Are they credible enough?
Yeah.
You understand? And again, we look at their past record.
Yeah.
And again, the most of all is how. This man says something. What's the name of this? The former president in South Africa, Nelson Mandela, said. He said humanity is beyond formality. So how do they treat humanity?
This is true.
Their previous administration, or in one capacity they've served before.
This is true.
Let's run a check. What have they done earlier? So now we sit down and decide on who to vote for. In fact, not what they are going to say. Campaign have started now since September 22nd or so. The campaign have started. Let us sit down and listen carefully to them. And kind of, let's judge everything they are saying.
Absolutely.
Remove
tribalism.
How do I call it? Religion.
Yes.
Guys, let's remove all these things.
Sentiments, religious sentiments, tribalism, everything.
Let's remove all these things.
And even the gain that you have, most people, they want money.
Exactly.
You know that the president is going to favor you.
So let's listen to them attentively. Then we now realize who is speaking from the heart, who is patriotic enough, who is capable enough.
Yes, sir.
You understand? A lot of things is happening in this country. Our national anthem is there, our national flag is there, our coat of arms is there. They are speaking loud to them. They fail to listen. So from whatsoever they are saying, we now judge them. Who among these fellow can take this country to that safe haven we earnestly desire?
True, sir.
So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I believe these are strong words from my strong Oga. And I told you guys that this is one of the greatest minds in the entire century. And he has given us everything that we need. On a final note, we've heard it from the horse's mouth. we've had all the necessary information that we need in order to rise up from our seats, in order to rise up and take responsibility of our future. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful time. My name is Michael Owensoro. I am a street project ambassador. Like I said, I'm an artist, I'm a content creator, and I am also an ARTvocate. Now, one of the things that we do, like my Oga has said, is that we use our art to speak about the social justice issues that we have in this country. We speak about the social justice issues that we have in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been the Advocacy Podcast. Once again, my name is Michael Owensoro, and with me has been
Olaniyo Michael Damilola, and I'm also a Street Project Foundation ambassador.
Yes, sir.
And on a final note,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
on a final note, I want to say that it will be too late. I'm telling the youth right now, because I'm so passionate about it, because everything I will be talking about is surrounding youth, and is limiting us in this nation and even international. So it will be too late for us to start digging the well when the entire house is already on fire. So it's time for us to go out there and vote differently. With our patriotic valid card, we can pay valuable cant for positive visionary compatriots. Please, let's vote wisely. May God bless the Republic of Nigeria. I'm Olaniyo Michael Damilola by name again, and you can call me OMD Global. Thank you very much.
Speak up, don't you shut up. He's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Brother, speak up, don't you shut up. He's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Cause I'm an advocate for real. I say advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more. Oh, advocate for you. Advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more.
You get a voice, you're supposed to speak, cause the matter for ground, yeah. Them go say, you the dream, so you're not fit to change Nigeria. But little drops of water makes the notion.
Speak up, don't you shut up. It's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Speak up, don't you shut up. It's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Cause I'm an advocate for real. As a advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more. Oh, advocate for real. Advocate, I stand. Advocate for life until the day I be no more.
Articulate, run, we making noise. They try to choke us, but we raise our voices. So shout it out for a new Nigeria. Soro soke louder, we in this together. Hey, plenty kata kata. I go to the men they suffer. Hey, but I know there is now. We go rest together. Seated on the throne is a motherland. You can never hold us back, and we never stand down. Word.
All the things we don't want, he must change. All the yama things, he must change. All the things we don't want, he must change. He must change. He must change. Bad governance don't come. He must change. Youth profiling, he must change. Gender-based violence, he must change. He must change. He must change.
Religious wahala,
he must change.
Tribalism,
He must change.
Insecurity,
He must change. He must change. He must change.
corrupt system,
He must change.
bad education.
He must change.
Hey, 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 hey.
He must change. He must change. He must change. Oh, not to show.
It's an articulate brand for a new Nigeria. Brother, speak up, don't you shut up.
This is the Advocacy Podcast.